Hey, to my awesome women over 40. Y'all know I'm on a mission to help 100 of y'all get married. So, normally I bring my chair around to this long video, but I don't really have a lot of time to sit, so I don't want to get too comfortable. I want to talk retirement, and I recorded an entire video about this, my long form video, and yeah, my mic went out. So, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So, for many of you all, I am having these conversations because there's nobody having these conversations. And now that I'm in a different season of my life, that I'm in a different relationship, and I have studied men, learned men, see how amazing life can be when you choose the right man, because I don't want to call it a partner. My husband, he's my husband. That's a role, um, and I'm his wife. Life is different, and some of the things that we don't think about as we're aging as women is, you're probably the women that I know that are single. Probably will be okay from a retirement standpoint in terms of financially. I hope, but I don't know. But I hope. But here's something that I've been thinking about more with retirement as it relates to women that I know and to you. Medical. Where people really run through their savings is in their medical. So, looking at my life with my husband is a retired veteran, service disabled, and all of our bills are paid. We are at a level of life right now where if neither one of us worked again, all of our bills would be paid and we could continue to maintain our same lifestyle. We're happy with that. I don't know if you all have been in, multi-million dollar homes. We live in a beautiful home. It's my husband's retirement home, so that's my home too. But if you've been in homes over a million, I mean, do you need all that space? You need 10,000 square feet over 40. Like, do you really want to clean all that? Well, I get a housekeeper, maybe. My husband is like totally against housekeepers. And he's willing to do the work. I do the work, clean the bathrooms, but he's willing to like, no, 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 mop the floors. Okay. We don't pay property taxes because my husband is a veteran. Have you thought about, as you're growing old, your kids are not responsible for you. They may not even be able to be in a financial position to assist you. You want to work your entire life to be in survival mode when you literally can just get with the program, with a man. I go to the gym every day. You know why? Because my husband met me a certain way and he likes me a certain way. I like me a certain way. It's really not about him for me in terms of how I look, because he actually would prefer if I was probably about 20 pounds heavier. Now this is me now. Y'all know this is me now over 40. This is I got one this little wore to the gym. And he would probably prefer if I was 20 pounds heavier, just because it would give me, well, you can see everything right here. It would give me just, more curves. I'm cool like this though. But I told him I got 20 pounds that I can add on. He's okay. So some of y'all, you hear these women say, oh, men cheat. Men do cheat. And women cheat. Seriously. Don't let other people's past pain live in your present or in your future. Talking about retirement, if you do not want to get married again, think about if you have enough to pay your property taxes, your health care, your insurance is important. My husband and I have health care for life. We have TRICARE with health care for life because he's a retired veteran. Life insurance. Is anyone leaving you life insurance? I've made a decision, I'm leaving my kids life insurance, but I'm going to do some things now while I'm alive to help them. I'm reading a book called Die with Zero. And I made a decision, like, there's some things like that they need help with now that I can do now. But I want you to start thinking about retirement. And the only person I've ever heard on the internet presented is Kevin Samuels. I don't like Kevin Samuels. Well, whatever. What is? We've had presidents that people didn't like. So what? Get over it. You've had bosses you didn't like. You still went to work. Really start thinking about it. And if you don't want to live, you don't want to get married again, you've had traumatic experiences, and I get it. I've been through the domestic violence. Seriously, my ex went to prison. Um, I've had men that I just chose wrong partners that I invested way too much in relationships. I felt like, I lost a lot financially. I wasn't in a financial position I thought I should have been in my 30s. But I tell you what, life is, God is faithful. But I went to Publix today because I like to prep dinner. I like to, well, the groceries, I moved them, but they're right here. And I like to get, we're going to have some spaghetti today. My husband likes sausage and beef and all kind of stuff in his. So, I wanted to prep dinner. The cashier easily could have been in her mid 50s, maybe even late 50s, I don't know, 50s. I'm thinking, dang, I couldn't imagine standing on my feet 4 or 8 hours a day. Just standing like this. When I went to Swarovski to pick up some jewelry, the cashier associate she was 60. I can't imagine serving people at 60. So again, some of the women I know and some of you in that career professional space, you're attorneys, judges, um, physicians, even nurses, you probably do fine, but you still have to think about healthcare. So I would think about either living with a girlfriend, being Golden Girls, or think about, hey, do I really want to get under the assignment of a man and get with his program and be protected, provided for? He's producing. It was storming here crazy last night. I'm running upstairs, cuddle with my husband, and it's like, there's just certain things you don't have to worry about. Again, no one's talking about it. Men want to have peace, pleasure, and paradise. So I just want to encourage you with talking about retirement to think about, okay, what's life going to look like on the other side? Versus, let's say you do meet someone and they have their home and, he's already paying his bills and you don't expect you to pay nothing. Even if you paid half, like some women are into that, fine. I'm reading Viola Davis's book. She moved in with her husband, but it was her boyfriend at the time. He said, hey, my rent's $850. Let's split the bills. Okay. She was like, her rent went from $1,500 a month to $425 a month. That's significant. But you can find some, you can attract a man that, especially these retired military men. Oh my God, they're so kind. They're so nice. They've been through a lot. I get it, but who hasn't? So I just wanted to, again, just bring it up as a topic to plant that seed to help you think through, damn, I'm going to have to be on this hamster wheel for the rest of my life. Like, seriously, look at women that that are in their 60s and 70s. Start paying attention when you're going to not just Walmart, start paying attention in your school to the substitute teachers that are there because they don't want to be, but because they have to supplement their Social Security. I was talking to a friend the other day and she said, I have a friend that actually has to go to work because her husband's Social Security just isn't enough. Pay attention. Even as a business owner, I don't work hard. I do more consulting and I have my core clients in my business. I work from home most of the time. And I decide to go out and do some consulting outside of my home because I like it. I like people. I like being around people. Think about your healthcare. What are your healthcare options going to look like? Are you going to be able to get Social Security at 62, 67, or can you wait to 70? Can you enjoy your life right now? My grandmother's 85. She's twice widowed. Now, of course, she want to get married. She's widowed in late 70s. But now she's just like, she loves life with her girlfriends. Some of them are widowed. Some of them aren't. And some of them are married again. But I just want to plant the seed to say, everyone's talking about femininity. There's no one really in our space old enough to tell us what to do. And if there is, please tag them, in the comments below. But I haven't seen a woman like old enough in our space. And I can't share the things happening in my home publicly. Join my Patreon and thehappywifeproject.com because I'm giving real tips, real numbers, what life really looks like. I can only share so much publicly, okay? I'm gonna tell you my life is good, okay? Good. It is a pleasure. I used to hear this man saying, it is a plum-pleasing pleasure. It is a plum-pleasing pleasure to serve my husband every day. To get up, go to the gym, maintain my weight, cook every day, be happy, write him love notes, leave him snacks, get his water ready for when he comes home, greet him at the door, sit down with him and watch TV, cuddle up under him, travel with him on the weekend, sit and have dinner. It's easy. At our age, it really is easy. What you fussing about in your 40s? He and I were talking about something, and I'll share with him little tidbits. He don't really kind of know what I got going on online because it ain't, he don't really, it's not something that really would interest him. Because he, to me, is like leading women alone. He tells me all the time, I don't know why you do that. Because I do get to the point where I'm like, dang, I don't know why it's so heavy on my heart. We're like, I don't even know why you do that stuff. Or I'll tell him about a comment someone left. He's like, let him be. So I just don't share a whole lot. But when we're sitting, I told him, I said, at this age, what do you have to fuss about? Like at this age, do we have little disagree? I don't even call them disagreements. Do we have little tiffs? Yeah, yeah. I told him, I said, if you get on my nerves, he said, I don't get on your nerves. I said, you're right. I get on your nerves. He said, well, if you say some smart shit, he's funny. But I'll just go upstairs and go to bed. And we get up the next day. But it's not something where it's like, I'm not speaking to you for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. It's like, no, you just get over it. What is there to be mad about? Your finances is good. Our health is good. Our children are, good. They're healthy. My husband has a son with Down syndrome. So you see special needs. You just learn to enjoy life. And I want you to learn to enjoy life. So I don't know if I talked all about retirement. So maybe I talked about something else, but that's what the original video was about. And I'll probably just upload that video maybe just so you'll have it. Because I don't know. But if you're not thinking about retirement, I want you to think about it. See you in the next video. Leave a comment below and let me know that you watched it.